Trulla Mafia send shots at Moneybagg Yo for the Young Dolph get back. To find out what happened, watch this whole video and subscribe to the channel.
And we just heard from Snoop Bands how he went live with Big Moochie Grape, and they was talking about how they rolled Teezy in the wood because it was get back for Young Dolph. You guys got to understand, a lot of people from the PRE side never liked Teezy. If you didn't know already, Memphis is two sides, PRE and CMG. And everybody knows that Teezy was with Trulla, and Trulla is clicked up with CMG ever since they turned their back on Dolph. Everybody knows this right now in Memphis. The real people in the streets down there, the sources, seen what was happening. They seen Teezy's car in neutral rolling into the ditch. And this is the reason why a lot of the people was, when they came out, this was what the scene of Teezy was looking like. The whole intersection was blocked off because they know for a fact that when they slid for Dolph, they dumped the entire rounds, man. There was a lot of them. And the forces came out, all the law enforcement came out, and they identified that this was the person who was the main suspect in Young Dolph, and that this is why that they had to rush to the Makita's Cookies in the Privé restaurant in case somebody had came and got the retaliation or get back. Get back is when somebody had got sent up from one side, and months later, even years later, a lot of the people that was on the side of the person who had passed come back and get revenge because they found out who the person was that actually did it or was part of it or was paid to be in the setup.
So this is something that we all can really look at and basically look at the key evidence in this, because the key evidence points back to a handful of people, and we know once a big homie get knocked off, you know what's coming next. They tried to make it to where he don't tell on Yo Gotti. If he would have told on Yo Gotti when he got booked, it would have been over with, because they just wanted to clean everything up. Him telling on Big Jook is a whole totally different thing from him even snitching on Yo Gotti. Y'all gotta understand, Govan got out, he raised his hand in court. Y'all gotta look at that, because they already said that they got the information, and the information is horrifying, y'all, because we all know for a fact that the footage, it shows Young Dolph walking to the car. He get in the car, he pulled from the gas station, he go right to Makita. Next thing you know, why he go straight to Makita's, next thing you know, it's over with, because they already done locked him off and cornered him right there at Makita's. And I want y'all to know that doorway, as soon as you walk in, they said to the left-hand side is where they basically, they questioned him before they even shot him.
And this is the reason why that during the investigation, they found out that the Bentley truck found on the scene belonged to Moneybagg Yo. The reason, this is why that they moved, Moneybagg Yo moved out of Memphis and moved to Atlanta. When he put all of his cars on that car hauler, they took that 18-wheeler and drove it right down to Savannah, Georgia, man. They parked it in the warehouses, and they took that Bentley truck and sent it through a chop shop where it got sold and distributed on eBay as a parts car. And a lot of people know that the junkyards out there, they're gonna hit every junkyard and try to put all the pieces of the car back together, because it's a direct, exact match with the VIN number. Once they get the VIN number, they know that it's the same vehicle that was caught in the surveillance footage driving in front of the MPD police station, man. That thing is only a half a block away from the Makita's restaurant. So not only is it that there's no way it took them 20 minutes to get down there, but the fact that the vehicle drove in front of them. This is what, there's only two of those kind of Bentley SUVs in Tennessee, and the black one belongs to Moneybagg Yo. It comes under the CMG business name with Big Jook and Govan as the title holders.
So we know for a fact, if you're a title holder, you're going to be the one who basically issue out the car. And I want you guys to know, this is why Big Jook was parked right in front of Makita's. We all can look at it for what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, I ain't gonna beat around the bush. Big Jook was out there to make sure the job was done, and it led him to being locked up almost a year and a half later. Why did it take that long? Did they tell when they first got locked up, and then they came and picked them up after they got enough evidence to basically have reasonable doubt to convict the man? I want you guys to look at that, because you cannot convict anyone in court at all unless you have the proper proof. They have to literally have all the ducks in a row. They said that they was gonna take a jury trial, and I know for a fact if they take a jury trial, even if one person say they not guilty, they beat the whole case. And I don't want that to really happen to Dolph like that, because we gotta keep Dolph's name alive. I know y'all want him to realize, get his revenge and his justice, but we gotta take it one step at a time, because this is why PRE Kenny Money, He was the one that pulled up and went and slid right before Govan even got out. Next thing you know, you see Teezy get hit up right after Kenny Money literally went live with all his homies riding around hanging out the window with blickies.
Exactly, and the only reason that it took them so long to identify the getaway driver of the car is because when they were stopping them, when Shondale and Straight Drop were getting stopped in Indiana by the whole marshals and everything like that, they threw the registration out of the window and it got eaten up by the street sweeper and shredded into the recycling bin. So it took them so long to figure it out. They had to actually scan the plates and tie it back to, they thought it was tied back to the Covington shooting. They found out that was negative, it was false. And the reason why that a lot of people are trying to get the justice for Young Dolph now is because they literally let go of the mastermind. How would they let go of the mastermind? The guy who, like any other case in the United States history, they always try to go and get the actual mob bosses. They go after the head of the snake. They always go after the people who put the money up to have the whole leaders of the organization. But this is the first time where we see it where the person who's the most successful in Memphis gets hit up, and then they let the mastermind, the ringleader of the whole operation, they let him go for $90K. We've seen people do less and have $1 million bonds, man. They gave Tory Lanez $1 million bond, but they let Big Jook and Govan go for $45,000 each. That adds up to $90K. I want you guys to comment in the comment section and let me know if you're a fan of Young Dolph, because right now we're trying to get justice for Young Dolph, and a lot of time has passed by. It's almost been 2 years. They took 8 people down. They let 3 people go, and the people that they let go are the bad guys. So everybody, all the citizens are sitting back, all the fans are sitting back, all the sources are sitting back in Memphis looking at it like, why are they letting the bad guys go, but the good guys are the ones that never get to be safe? They don't get protected, nothing like that. And so it's got everybody scratching their head and trying to figure out all the people that's involved. Moneybagg Yo, Black Youngster, Yo Gotti, Glorilla, Big Moochie Gray, Shondale, Straight Drop, Justin Johnson, Jamarcus Johnson, Devin Burns, Big Jook, Govan Hernandez, so on and so forth. The cookie shop people, the cookie girl, the manager at the Ruth Chris,
the father, the mother. They said that he was coming to get lemon cookies and all this strawberry cookies. It don't matter, because when he was promoting Makita's Rave, a week before that even happened, he was eating on chocolate chip cookies and they was right in his hands. So you can miss me with all that. He came there to pick up this. If y'all lie about that simple stuff, you'll lie about the whole situation. And this is why I really feel it was a setup. Let us know if you guys think this was a setup. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for updates.
And if you want to figure out what happened, make sure you watch this whole video and leave a like and comment. If you're a fan of Young Dolph, put a dolphin in the emojis and put justice for Young Dolph, because at the end of the day, LLYD.
Subscribe.